Hey everyone, it's Ethan or Miist again back for another video today, and welcome back to the Moncton Miist expansion draft. Here we are in episode number 2 of this series, and well, let's get right into it. So, in this episode, we are going to be making our first ever trade, which I am very excited about. Now, first of all, I just want to add this into the video now, but as of right now, I'm going to be opening a Google Docs. Now, I'm gonna make a few different settings for it, but I'm gonna be making a Google Doc keeping track of everything that we do in this series. If you guys are interested in looking at that, I'll put the link to it in the description. It might not be this episode, but it should be here soon. Like I said, I'm gonna try and do some things to make it interesting for you guys. But yeah, I'll have like everything you could imagine in that. So let's get right into this video. And like I said, we are going to be making our first trade as the Moncton Miist expansion team. And let's go ahead and take a look at our lines right now. So this is what the team looks like. It is not looking too bad. I'm very excited to see how the second line pans out, because I think this second line can be really deadly. I've seen Strome put up a ton of points before, and I'm really hoping some big growth out of Hintz and Cirelli. Now we'll see what happens, but here's the defense, which we are actually going to be changing. We're going to be putting Brennan Gooley in the lineup to ensure that our team will be suited once we make the trade. So obviously, if you didn't realize, we are going to be trading Devon Taves. So again, let's just go through this really quickly. Our first line is Josh Bailey, Eric Stahl, and Gustav Nyquist. And our second line is Rupe Hintz with Anthony Cirelli and Ryan Strome. Our third line is Jesper Bratt, Ryan Donato, and Jake DeBrusk, which I think is a pretty damn good third line that can all very much grow and put up points as well. Our fourth line is a little shoddy just because of that -1. Hopefully it won't affect us too badly though, but it's Teddy Bluger, Adam Lowry, and Zach McEwen. So let's take a look at our decor now. Jonas Brodin with Colton Parayko on the top pair, Dermott and Pesce on the second pair, and then Gooley and Bear on the second pair, or on the third pair, sorry. So take a look at our special teams really quickly. I'm not going to go through them, but you guys can pause on them if you are interested to see what they are looking like. Obviously, I prioritized Cirelli and Hintz in most cases, but Cirelli for sure, just because I want to make sure that he's going to be getting ice time. And let's take a look at our goalies. We've got Antti Ranta and UC Saros in net, so a pretty decent haul so far. Decent team, and I'm excited to see how this team does this year. Now, obviously, the smarter choice, if we were going immediately for the playoffs, would be to keep Devon Taves. But as of right now, I think keeping with the youngin in Brennan Gooley is probably the smarter decision. So Devon Taves, we will add to this trade, and I went through every single team in the NHL just to see who was bad, who needed defensemen, and one team that really stuck out to me was the Columbus Blue Jackets, and that's where we're going to hopefully be sending Devon Taves. They have a few players on the block. Sorry, they aren't on the block, actually. But they have a few decent prospects, but look at their decor right now. It falls off hard after David Savard, and they want to get rid of David Savard. So, a 78 and 2 to 3 77s in the lineup is pretty poor. Now, Gabriel Carlson is someone I am very intrigued on going for, but firstly, I want to go to forwards, and I want to see if we can acquire Liam Foudy. Now, I think he looks sick. He's 76 overall at 20 years old, a former first-round draft pick. Now, I don't think this will go through 1-for-1, considering they don't want to give up on Foudy, but it was worth a shot. So let's see if we can add a draft pick. I don't want to make it too drastic, so let's see if we add our third-round pick. Will that make it go through? It won't. And I don't really know if if adding a second rounder to this is something I want to do. I don't really feel comfortable giving up our second rounder, even though Foodie will probably be better than any second rounder we ever draft. um, that's a risk you gotta take, really. But I don't think I want to. So, like, I can add a third, and like, is there anyone else I could add to this? Because I mean, like, say we added a forward that I wouldn't mind giving up. I don't even know who, honestly. I really don't. I really don't know. Maybe Matthew Phillips. Would that go through? Okay, I did not expect that to go through. Sick. Oh man, I did not expect that to go through. So Liam Foodie, welcome to the Moncton Miist in our first ever trade. Wow, okay, that's awesome. So let's. I did not expect that. Is he currently up in the NHL? Because he will be getting sent down. I don't know if he's going to be in the AHL or if he's going to be in juniors. I don't know. He is 20 years old, so he might not be. Looks like he might be. Is he? Yes, he is. Awesome. So he is a center. Isaac Ratcliffe, I do want to grow, but Foodie's a higher overall and is younger, so we're going to be swapping Foodie um, for who was it? Sorry. Oh man, let me just figure this out. Ratcliffe. There we go. So, is that gonna screw up? Okay, no, we're good. Awesome. All right, so I think our top line is going to be Belsers with Foodie, who hopefully can put up some points. And I don't know who I want on that. Ooh, that makes lines really good, actually. Can I... Ooh, okay. Well, that's perfect. Isaac Ratcliffe, Liam Foodie, and Rudolph Belsers. I know Ratcliffe is supposed to be a center, but he can suck it up. He's got 70 face-offs. So with that +3 overall, hopefully that is huge. For us, that could be extremely, extremely helpful, and hopefully will help our team out a little bit. I'm just checking to see if there's any more +1s that I can maybe find for our fourth line, but it's not looking like it. So we'll have 80 overall Rudolph Belsers with 79 overall Liam Foodie and 74 overall Isaac Ratcliffe. So that's sick. And then our D-core, which I'm quite a fan of as well. Don't know why they're -2. We'll just swap that. Nice. Okay, that's awesome. But again, a pretty decent decor, especially that top four. Lucas Johansson could definitely still pan out to be an NHLer. Same for Noah Juleson and same for Jeremy Waugh. Andrew Nielsen is still obviously possible as well, but he's a medium top 6, where Waugh, Juleson, and Johansson are all medium top 4s. So probably a higher chance they will. Then Sam Montembeault is going to be our starter in the AHL. He is listed as a backup goalie, so he's really too good to be in the AHL. And Sogard, which is arguably our best prospect. Well, not anymore now that we have Liam Foodie, but Sogard is probably our top 3 for prospects. Medium starter at 19 years old for a goalie is pretty crazy. So, you know what? Let's get right into the sim, I guess, guys. That's going to be our team. We are listed as a seller right now, so let's see how things go. We'll just sim through the preseason first, and we'll see. So Goose already getting offers. I'm not going to trade anyone yet. Josh Bailey also getting offers. Josh Bailey for another offer. Let me just clear our trade block right now. Hopefully, it'll get everyone to shut up. I'm not really interested in trading away anyone apart from Taves. I mean, we did send away an AHLer, which isn't too big of a deal. So, there we go. Let's sim through the preseason and see how we do. Starting off 2-0, which is pretty nice. And 5-1 versus the Maple Leafs. And we are doing pretty damn good here in the preseason. If this was the regular season, we would have just got 9 points in those 7 games, so not too bad. All right, yeah, that's going to be it for the preseason. Let's head on over to our first game as a NHL team. And I'm not going to sign scouts. For whatever reason, I cannot figure out how to get scouts to sign or to actually scout players. It doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't work for me. I don't know what it is. But yeah, anyways, let's get into our first game ever in this NHL series. So, all right, against the Edmonton Oilers, first over or not? No, sorry, first period. There we go. Anthony Cirelli with the first ever goal in Moncton Miist franchise history, which is awesome. I'm glad it's him instead of someone like McEwen. Although if it had been McEwen, he would have been staying on this team forever. And a dominant 6-1 win for the Edmonton Oilers. We just got mopped. Yeah, 0-1. We lose our first game ever. We did score the first goal of the game, I guess, though. And something I forgot to do, which I'll do right now, is let's go and take a look at our jerseys, because I did mention I wanted to show you guys it. So let's see what it looks like. I think they are pretty damn slick. I think there's some nice jerseys. Now, obviously, you guys may disagree, but I really like the color palette for it. The home jerseys are so awesome. I'm such a fan. The away jerseys I'm still quite a fan of. There should be a logo there. I'll have to edit that. I don't know why there isn't a logo there. And then our alternate is pretty crazy, but it's also not right. The lettering isn't right. That should also be the team color. So sorry about that. But just wanted to show you guys those jerseys first off. I mean, you'll pretty much only be seeing the home jerseys anyways. If we ever go into the sim and check, it'll just be using those home jerseys. So here we go. Obviously, no one's got the same color palette as us in the NHL. But all right, let's just sim until we get our first game win. And yeesh. Another poor start. 5-1 loss. We have now been outscored 11-2 in our first two games, which is horrendous. Although Ryan Strome has a point on both of those goals. What a beast. It's our second line already. Carrying this team. Now that's crazy. I'm hoping this win isn't too far away. There we go. Rupe Hintz, Brett Pesce with a shorty, and then Adam Lowry in the first, and Hoffman back in Ottawa with Dadonov now as well. Makes it a 3-2 game, and let's go. Goose puts the dagger in the Ottawa Senators to give us our first win as a franchise. Ranta with a big game, Lowry with a goal and four hits, not 4 assists, sorry. And can't wait for them to update that new Senators logo. It is awesome. I am a very big fan of that logo. So let's just sim the first month of October, obviously, and let's just see where it brings us. 1-2-0. I'm not. I don't really know what to expect for this team, and I don't really know where I want this team to head. I don't know if I want them to go to the direction of Stanley Cup contention or go in the direction of just being a bottom feeder team and hopefully getting draft picks, or a high draft pick at least. So our record is very interesting right now. 3-5-2 in our first 10 games, which obviously not awful. We are below 500 right now currently, with 8 points I believe. So we are last in our division, which I do want to go over with you guys. I did make some changes, so the Eastern Conference does have the Moncton Miist now in it. We are in the Atlantic, which is a very competitive division, so that should make for some very interesting storylines. And over in the Central now, the Red Wings are back in the Central. So, yeah, that's all I really wanted to show for that. Overall, like I said, not a bad first month, so let's just start simming some more. We'll probably sim to the new year, and let's see where this team heads. Now, I'm very excited to get this series really rolling. Thank you guys all so much for the support on the first episode. Obviously, right now is huge for me getting any type of support. I got a new subscriber. There's a few people that commented on it, so there was some interaction with the video, and I very much do appreciate that because anything helps out right now because I literally now only have 6 subscribers, and 5 of them are people I know, which are just people that are supporting me. So whoever is that one subscriber that I do not know, thank you very much. Like I said, I really do appreciate it. Anything, any interactions, please do send them my way. I would love to interact with you guys any way possible. I will respond to any and all comments, of course. Obviously, as you guys can tell as well, we are using the face cam, the Logitech C920. Unfortunately, I can't use my camera for these videos just because, well, for one, I need a dummy battery. I need a dummy battery really bad for my camera, but I also need to get a cam link so my camera can just record for as long as possibly, or as long as possible, because it only being able to record about 12 minutes and 10 seconds is really just not doing it for me. I'm definitely gonna need to get something else for that. So hopefully we'll be able to get those things soon for the channel. But we shall see as we head past Christmas, heading into the new year, on a bit of a losing streak. On what is that, a 3-game losing streak? We are 14, 18, and 5 currently. Not a great record by any means. Rupe Hintz leading the team in points. Let's take a look around the league. Canucks, bottom feeder at 24 points is really bad. We are tied for worst in our division at 30. Oh, no, sorry. We actually have 33. Sorry. We are second worst in our division. So, looking like we may be a seller this year. But we are bottom five. Yeah, let me see. So, 24 for the Canucks, 28 for the Isles, 32 for the Sens, and then we are tied for bottom 5 with the Columbus Blue Jackets right now. So, like I said, looking like we may be on the way to selling some assets here at the deadline, which we will now be heading there to the trade deadline. So, let's see what we can do. Will we go on a bit of a win streak? Will we go on a big losing streak that'll really cement us as selling off our team? And it's kind of looking like it right now on a 5-game losing streak, but we actually win against Anaheim and then right back to the L category against Buffalo. So 16, 21, and 5. A 1-0 overtime loss to the Flames and a big 5-0 comeback the next day. And 2 back-to-backs in a row. 8-1 loss and then a 7-2 win. That's odd. We gave up 10 goals in 2 games while also scoring 8 in 2 games. And then our last game of January against Boston, we win. All right, so now our last month heading up to the deadline. Where will this team be? We are now at a 500 record, which is pretty surprising. Obviously, we have a lot of overtime and shootout losses, which is nice because it gives us points, but we aren't even close to contending for a playoff spot right now. We are 7 points behind. I think that's 5th place. Yeah, we are almost 13 points out of a playoff spot right now. So looking like selling might be the way unless we just go on a massive win streak, which 3 wins in a row helps. But again, we are just so far behind. 11 points behind the Lightning for a wild cards position right now. I think selling is the way to go. So let's enter the deadline. Let's see what we can do here. So Fleury is on the block, as well as Jared Spurgeon, Brock Nelson, Brendan Gallagher, Thomas Tatar, Jeff Petrie, Josh Bailey, Antti Ranta, Eric Stahl, Ryan Getzlaff. Now, Stahl will definitely be on the way out. He is on a 1-year deal, and he's old. He's obviously going to want to go to a team that has a chance of winning a cup instead of staying with us. Ranta is probably on the way out as well, depending on his stats. He's got a 909, which, to be fair, isn't too bad for simming. That's not too bad for a goalie. Let's see. So, Prosvetov, was it's traded for Gallagher and Lindgren, so that's a big trade for the Coyotes. Yeah. Huh. Antti Ranta might be on the way out as well. As for Bailey, I don't really have any intentions of moving him. He does only have 28 points right now. Not that great. Another trade, Vancouver trading the 2022 second Tanner Pearson to the Devils in exchange for a 2021 third, a 2021 third, and Nate Schnarr. Interesting. So let's go and find a trade. Let's see what we can find here, and let's start off with old man Eric Stahl. I didn't mean to sort it by overall, but that's fine. So Eric Stahl, who is interested in him? The Bruins are interested in him. Urho Vakanainen, that'd be pretty cool. Buffalo, Calgary, Adam Ruzicka, cool. A lot of decent options. Connor Timmins is very interesting. So is Justin Barron, Ryan McLeod, Evan Bouchard, and Philip Broberg. That's pretty huge. A lot of prospects that we could get from the Edmonton Oilers. And I'm really hoping Edmonton's a good team right now, because if they are, chances are that's where Eric Stahl will be going. So let's just take a look around the league. Let's see who is at the top of the league right now. Florida, Nashville, Washington, Colorado, Toronto, Buffalo, Dallas, San Jose, Philly, Tampa. Edmonton is in a playoff spot. So I'm probably going to take Philip Broberg. He's probably undervalued in this game. He maybe should be a high top four, maybe even a medium elite. But that's awesome. So let's see. Eric Stahl, we'll find the trade for him again. And let's head over to Edmonton, and let's accept this trade for Philip Broberg. That is a huge, huge pickup, as Philly also makes a trade. C. McLennan, S. Gogolov for Bobby Ryan. So, relatively small trade. Now, I don't really have any plans of trading away any other forwards. I do plan on keeping Bailey, at least for now. Nyquist, why does he have such little value? He's got 38 points, which isn't awful, not great by any means. I mean, he is on pace to do better than he did last season. So I don't really know why his value is so low, which is kind of aggravating, I guess. I don't really have anyone that I'm really interested in giving up here. Isaac Ratcliffe has grown 2 overall, so that's nice to see. As for defensemen, again, I don't really think there's anyone I want to go. Lucas Johansson's up to a 78. I believe he was a 75, so that's huge. He should be NHL ready next year, which is awesome, which is almost making me want to trade someone away. The Senators have traded a 2021 second, a 2021 second, S. Rodney to the Canucks for Nate Schmidt. Wow, okay. Big trade. I mean, it is tempting to trade away one of these players, or one of our NHL defensemen, for a decent return. Philip Broberg, by the way, let's check him out. Medium top 4, 71 overall at 19 years old. To be fair, I did think he was a higher overall, but that's okay. Jared Spurgeon and a third to Vegas in exchange for a first, Marc-Andre Fleury, and a prospect. That is a huge trade. Wow, okay, that's crazy. That is a massive trade. Damn. I mean, Antti Ranta, I feel like is a decent option. I mean, realistically, Saros is probably the smarter one to go, but Saros can still grow, and he's younger. Here's a trade offer for Adam Lowry for Ruzicka. I don't know. I don't remember how to pronounce it. Adam Ruzicka, I think. I don't know. 73 overall, medium top 6 forward with 30 points in the AHL right now, so he's not doing too bad. 21 years old. That's actually not bad. He looks like a younger Adam Lowry, in all honesty, but with better potential, of course. That might not be a bad option, actually, although I don't really want to give up on a third. Thomas Harley and a 6 to LA for Drew Shore? Or Devon Shore? That's a terrible trade. Okay. Sure, whatever. I don't really think getting rid of this third round pick is the shout. I don't really want to do that. Is there any players that I really think we should go after here? Jeff Petrie would be sick, but there's a high chance that he could go to free agency. Brandon Peary, Matthias Janmark to Calgary in exchange for Jacob Pelletier and Zavagarodny. That's a crazy trade. All right. So we sold Stahl. I mean, we still got Bailey. We still got Ranta. I think I'm going to look in trading for Antti-Ranta. So I don't want to do it like that. I didn't know what that did, so I just wanted to try it. Let's see what we can get for Ranta. Like I said, I know Ranta is currently the better goalie, but I've seen Saros sim better in the past, at least. I've seen Saros sim better than Ranta. Alec Martinez to Edmonton in exchange for Evan Bouchard and a third and a sixth. Damn. All right. A lot of big trades this year. So let's see who's on the block for Ranta. Nothing, or no one is. It's just 2 draft picks from Buffalo, which obviously isn't a bad return. Oof. Do I have faith in us getting a different offer, though? Not overly. Not even that I really want the picks, but what about UC Saros then instead? Let's see what we can get for UC Saros. Buffalo still, Carolina, Edmonton. I mean, we can get more for Ranta, which I think is just why Ranta will be the one on his way out. And let's accept this trade from Buffalo. Montembeault will come up to the NHL. And there we go. All right, so do I really plan on making any more trades, though? That is the question. The LA Kings have traded Alex Iafallo and a third, and a fourth, sorry, to Florida in exchange for a second and a third. Interesting. Oh, man. Is there anything else I feel like doing? Like I said, there is a part of me that wants to trade away one of our NHL defensemen that are on an expiring deal. So either Brodin or Dermott, considering Lucas Johansson looks like he could be ready next year. Bailey for 2 prospects and a third round pick. I feel like I could get better for Bailey than that, so I'm going to decline that. Let's go back. Let's go back, and I think I might shop Dermott. Obviously, he should have a decent amount of value considering he's on the last year of his deal, which, well, I guess that would kind of diminish the value, but he's an 82 at 24 years old, which is pretty good. Like I said, Lucas Johansson, 35 offers. Oh my god. There's just going to be so many offers here. Connor Timmins, Justin Barron, I mean, Dellandrea, Lavoie. I don't even know who/what I want back. A second rounder from Toronto so they could take him back. Connor McMichael, Alex Alexiev. Jesus. I don't really think Winnipeg's in a position to trade away a defenseman. Nikkanen, maybe? Who is Nikkanen? I don't actually know. Let's take a look at him. What's his name? Henry Nikkanen, a 62 overall. No thanks. Who are some other teams? Because I would kind of like to take back a defenseman if I am trading away, because I don't want to play Johansson in the NHL yet. I'll wait for next season. But let's, again, oh man, I didn't mean to do that. I hate that. I clicked X instead of A by accident. Alright, where is Dermott? Alright, let's see some other trade offers we can get for him. Urho Vakanainen looks like he could be decent, obviously. Connor Timmins and Justin Barron. I want to see what Connor Timmins and Justin Barron look like right now. So let's see. Timmins, 78 overall at 22 years old, is pretty decent as well. But then we'll have to get rid of another defenseman realistically. So let's see. Skaters matching the block. Justin Barron as well, 66 at 19. Ottawa has traded away Hedberg, a second, a third, Hedberg to the Penguins in exchange for Brian Rust and a third. All right, so I'm going to back out of this again, and I think a forward prospect is what we should be targeting here. So let's go and see what forward prospects we can get. Now, that's where there's a goalie prospect, but I didn't see any. So, forward prospects for Travis Dermott. I'm really thinking about this one, Suney and Steen from Boston, because that's 2 forward prospects. Ruzicka's still there, of course. Ty Dellandrea is very interesting to me, and I think that might be the one that we're going for. Ty Dellandrea, let's see, a 66. Oh, he's a 66 at 20. He's actually not that good. Let's go to Boston and see what Sonny and Steen are like right now. Do you imagine Travis Dermott in a Boston jersey? Leafs fans are cringing. I'm a Leafs fan. Suney, 55 at 19. He's got a decent amount of value. And Steen, 70 at 22. So really neither of them are that good, in all fairness. John Merrill to Detroit. Interesting. So let's just go through the league really quick and see some prospects for forwards to see what we can get here. I wish I could sort it by forwards. Dylan Cousins would be awesome, but I don't think I'm getting that, and I doubt there's any way Buffalo is giving us that player. Anyways, Adam Ruzicka might be the one that we're going for. So let's continue on. I mean, 3 really big defensive prospects in Colorado over there, but I don't think that's happening. Antonio Stranges. I think it's pronounced Stranges. Strangs, maybe. I don't know, though. That's an option. 70 at 19. He's the best prospect we've seen so far. At least forward-wise, but probably still is the best prospect we've seen so far. So let's continue on and see who else teams are willing to give up. Not a lot. There aren't a lot of teams that are willing to give up prospects. Morgan Frost is almost NHL ready, which is very intriguing. But wait, so Morgan Frost is a 77 at 21. While who was it? Strangest, who's a 70 at 19. Who do I have more faith in growing? I'm not sure. Let's continue on, though. Evan Rodriguez. Why does he have so much value at a 79? What the hell? Okay. Tampa, Sergachev. He isn't playing. Mikhail Sergachev is not playing. You'll love to see him. Terrible AI. Alexiev, Hendrix Lapierre. Is it interesting? Winnipeg has Perfetti, Wilford, Heinola. Heinola is a massive prospect. Jesus. 77 to 19 is unreal. But again, I mean, they aren't in a position to give up any defensemen, let's be real. So I'm thinking Morgan Frost, although Strangest does seem like a good idea. I'm going to go for Morgan Frost, I think. So will this go through 1-for-1? They want Dermott. They want to get rid of Frost. Trade accepted. Awesome. I honestly didn't expect that to go through, but you know what? That's a lot of trades here today, guys, and we only have half an hour left. So let's just sit it out, I guess. Let's take a look around the league while we wait. So On our team right now, Rupe Hintz with 47 points, Jake DeBrusk with 38, Goose Nyquist with 38. I mean, DeBrusk on the third line with 38 is crazy. 23 goals, leading our team in goals, actually. Ryan Strome with 37, Sorelli with 36, only 6 assists. Nice. He has a terrible shooting percentage this year. Jesper Bratt with 35, Ryan Donato with 29. So, yeah, our third line's doing great. Arguably our best line, actually. Josh Bailey is actually playing fairly poor. You know what? Do I have time for this? Do I have time to shop Bailey? Let's see. Where is he? Josh Bailey. Let's see. We have a lot of players that can be making the jump next season. Josh Bailey. Oh, I didn't have time. Oh, Jonas Brodin, sorry. I got a trade offer for you. Alright, we still got 9 minutes, which is only like 30 seconds, I think, in real time. So let's see who's offering something for Bailey. I didn't realize it was really that bad. Prosser, and Copeland and Prosser. I don't really think those prospects are worth it. I'm going to decline it, and I'm going to keep Bailey for now. I didn't realize that declining like that actually gets rid of the deal. That's interesting. That's actually really helpful for future episodes. So, we were actually the last trade of the day. Travis Dermott for Morgan Frost. We made a lot of moves. Let's just highlight over some of them right now. So, Eric Stahl to Edmonton in exchange for Philip Forsberg? Nope. Philip Broberg and a 7th round pick. And then let's keep going up to our next trade of Antti Ranta to Buffalo in exchange for a 2nd round pick in the upcoming draft and a 4th round pick in next year's draft. And then on to our next trade, which was Travis Dermott in exchange for Morgan Frost. So I think we are pretty big winners here of the deadline. Obviously, that's going to change our team up a lot. So let's take a look at what I want to do for lines here. I'm assuming Johansson's now in the NHL, which I didn't necessarily want, but let's just see what the team is going to be looking like now. So forwards 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Ooh, Morgan Frost I don't want playing in the NHL. I would like for him to wait, but I do think he can make the jump next season to be in the NHL for us. As for defensemen, Johansson is actually still in the system, which I'm totally okay with, but I don't want Broberg up here. Who am I willing to kind of mess up their growth? Probably Nielsen, considering he's 24, he's a medium top 6, and he's 75. I mean, it's between Nielsen or Wood. Wood is arguably the worst. Wow, Wood is 6'7". I did not know that. Jesus Christ, he is massive. You know what, we're going to call up Kyle Wood. He is playing better than Nielsen. He has 1 less point, but arguably, we can't do that. So, okay. Can I just send Broberg down then? Can I keep Frost? Or, sorry, can I just send Frost down? Yeah, I was doing that wrong. Sorry. Alright, so we'll keep Broberg up in the NHL. Can we send Frost down? Yes, we can. And we'll bring Wood up. So Kyle Wood will play instead of Philip Broberg. But Morgan Frost will now be down in the AHL. So, best lines. What the hell is this? Why is Ryan Donato on the top line? Like, I'm obviously not doing that. What is our second line going to be? I think DeBrusk, Hintz, and Strome. Just kidding. I think I'm going to keep my second line the same as it was. I'll put Bailey on the draws for the first line now, though. And let's move these guys around a little bit. We'll do that, I think. And you know what? That makes everything even at least, so no one's losing morale. Defensively, going to be keeping those two together, and those are 2 righties. Ooh, we actually have too many righties. I didn't realize that, so that's fine. We'll keep... yeah, I think we'll just keep it like that for now. Ooh, -3. Jesus Christ. Let's go check the AHL though. I'll just best lines it for now. And I just want to see who is our first forward line. So Belzer's, Foodie, and Frost is what we're going to be going for now. Ratcliffe needs to be higher up. Who can give a morale point? Is there someone better than Matthew Highmore? No. Alright, so those will be the new lines in the AHL, and our team is looking pretty poor now in the NHL, definitely listed as sellers. So that will be it for this episode, guys. Hopefully you all did enjoy. But yeah, we'll be back in the next one. Hopefully, hopefully to get lucky in the lottery. So thank you guys all so much for watching. Hopefully you did enjoy, and I will see you guys soon. Bye-bye.